Radio show. And Fred Beard, County Commissioner, District 3, is with us. And our guest is Jason Burns, Public Works Director for Eddy County. And about once a quarter, we're going to have Jason with us to kind of bring us up to date on different road projects and stuff. When you first went to work and were hired for this at Eddy County, Jason, did they bring you in and say, everything's going great, don't mess it up? Or did they say, hey, we've got to make some changes here to make some improvements?
You know, I was, I want to think one of the reasons I was kind of appealing to this job for them to hire me is I've been kind of intimately familiar with some of the happenings and going on in the county from my time at the city. And we'd been involved with some of the projects that they were doing, and we're pretty, like I said, pretty familiar with what was going on, and kind of knew the inner workings and some of the issues that they were already facing. And so when I interviewed, I kind of knew what the situation was, and I talked to the acting county manager, and he'd kind of filled me in on a few things. And I'll just tell you, it wasn't really in the direction it needed to be going. The maintenance program was basically non-existent. There wasn't really a plan going forward. It's hard to say if they were even shooting from the hip. And so there was just no structure or organization to it whatsoever. So when they hired me on, I sat down with the acting county manager, and he said, I told him there's two ways we can do this. I can either come in and really observe or and start making a few small changes after we really kind of find out what's going on, or I could go in and kick its ass. And he said,
clean slate, right?
Yeah. And he said, which way do you want me to go with this? He looked at me and said, go kick its ass. and that's been the initiative we've taken to it.
Yeah.
And it's been a hard go ever since. It's been a real and we've done that. We were able to accomplish that. We put together a plan when I first came in, and about that time, shortly after, our new county manager, Mr. Davis, come on, and he's been, awesome and just very supportive the entire way. And along with that, with the motivation from the county commissioners, it's really been a dynamic that we've been able to really put some good towards the roads and public works in Eddy County. So that's kind of how, getting hired to where we are now.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming the first thing you did was assess the roads that we had, and I don't know if
exactly
Fred, you were on the commission, but I remember John Henry talking about machines that you did to kind of measure things.
Right.
I mean, there was a lot of work done just to see where we were.
So when I first came in, with that mindset that I discussed within the acting county manager at the time was Wes Hooper. With that mindset, we came in and said, listen, we know the roads are bad. And that's the problem, is we know they're bad, but where are they bad? And how bad? And where do we need to start? We need if we're going into battle here and we're going to go fight a war, we need a battle plan to figure out how we're going to get around this dude and win. And so that's exactly what we did, is we put forth a road assessment to get actual engineered data and technical information off the roads that included the road condition, and we put out road counters to find out which roads were being used the most. And with that information, we developed the prioritization. So we're going to go to the worst roads that are used the most, and that's where we're starting. And then we're going to fill in the blanks. And we put together that assessment, and we got the plan that's what we've been going off of. It's not biased anymore. It's not, well, this county commissioner called yesterday and said he wants his road fixed over here for his constituent. No. We have, this road has a PQI of 9, and it's got 2,000 trucks going up in a day, and this is the road section that it needs to be on. So we can actually put some engineering, data points and technical thinking behind what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So, and that's really allowed us to get down the road and make some really positive changes in the county with our roads. And then after that, we put together the plan and where we're going, and we started going and asking for funding. And the county commission has been more than generous with our funding on roads. And now we're just as fast as we can. We've got road projects all over the place, so we're not sitting back and waiting. We are as fast as we can down the road, getting money expended and putting it on the roads. And that's the other thing you got to understand too, is they're giving us we have a very healthy budget right now on roads, but that doesn't mean that we're going out and putting roads in that are unnecessary, or we're going and putting a road section that doesn't make sense just because we have the money to spend. We're still being frugal with our money. We're still being responsible with the taxpayer dollars when we go and fix roads. And in that initiative being that way, we have empowered our county crews. We have set and actually got our county crews back out fixing our roads, which has been so much more cost efficient and effective that we're cutting our costs literally in half from when we go and hire a contractor to do road work for us. So we're able to take those dollars that the commission has granted us and stretch them even that much further. Mm-hmm. So we are really making a difference in getting out there in the roads and
well, a couple things that I know were part of this initiative. One was the pothole project.
Right.
You've done a couple of those, right?
Yeah, we did do a couple pothole blitzes just to get out. And I'll be 100% honest with you, Gene, I hate potholing. I really do. And I'll tell you why. It's because when we go pothole, we put the time and effort into potholing. And then as soon as we get a little moisture like we got this morning, there's going to be 3 of them around it. Mm-hmm. It's our dollars are better spent going out there and completely fixing that road, the entire section of it, and then it's all good instead of trying to just go spot fix.
Yeah.
But we do still go pothole just until keep issues fixed until we're able to get there.
And then the second thing, I think, was the website where you put this list of projects. Now that you put this together, you get the county commissions approved it, and now you're sharing it with the public to say, all right, here's the priority list. Here's where we're going. Right. And people are also able to report issues, and then they can track the progress of those issues. That seems to be a very well-received program.
I mean, that map that you put together showing main arteries, feeders, the 3 categories of roads all over the county, is that on the website for people to see? Because that's pretty impressive what you put together on that front.
I don't think we have it on the website yet. But we can get it there. Mm-hmm. We haven't shared that yet. I mean, we're a year into this deal, and we're just really getting it tuned in.
Yeah.
But we do have the tracker, like you said, that people can go on and report issues with the roads that we stay up to date with. And we do have the projects list that you're talking about, that they can track where we're at and what we're doing right now. And we do that for a couple reasons. One, so that they can track the progress of projects, let you know that we're actually out there working, and 2, so people can know which areas to avoid, because we do have several complaints about, well, you closed the road, that's my morning drive. Well, sorry, we're here to fix your road.
I know people complain about the roads, and then when you show up to fix the roads, they complain about the fact that the roads are closed while you're fixing the roads.
And that ain't no kidding.
And but I try to keep my
and then
reserved, because we got to get it done.
And then as soon as we're done fixing the roads, they call and complain about how fast people are driving down the roads. So it's just a never-ending deal.
I didn't see a speed bump request on here. Now, I know there were a couple of things that
will be my department.
That'll be that'll be yours.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's a couple things, because I was going to ask you about techniques used to fix the roads.
Okay.
Have what types of changes have you made, either in how the roads are done, and then the type of equipment that you use to make these improvements? Have you made some changes there?
There's new techniques and technologies coming out all the time, and me being a younger man, I'm all about trying new technologies if it could potentially be cost efficient. But sometimes the best way to fix a road or fix a problem is the old way. Mm-hmm. So, and some old ways are the best ways. So, and that's really what we've gone back to, is we have a few roads that we've implemented new technologies on. We're using a product called TOM, which is a polymer-based, more structural, flexible paving that we put on top of some of our pavements that really is supposed to extend the lifetime of it. Right up here on 13th Street, we're going to implement a new process of micro seal and a scrub seal, which is put together, is called Cape Seal. And basically what we do is we go through with a real thick oil and fill all the cracks of the existing road, and then we come back with an inch or micro seal, which is a asphalt crusher fines mixed with some polymer and some different type of oil, which is supposed to be, again, another real good way to have a really nice smooth road. But for the majority of our road maintenance and repairs, you know, we go out and we do what's called a chip seal, and it's been being done for many years now. I mean, it's a relatively new thing. They didn't chip seal. I think they started chip sealing in the 80s or so. It's not an ancient, way back when deal, but it's now a pretty regular thing, and we've just gone and perfected that. And that's what our county crews are doing, and we've really perfected that process that allows us to put a good, effective repair on a road. Or if the road is in that bad a condition, we've really gotten efficient at completely reclaiming the road. We have the equipment to go till up the old road and grade it and put down some new material and wet it and roll it in and compact it, and we go chip seal a new road. We're putting brand new roads in that will really be able to be maintained and stay in a good condition for a long time.
Yeah. Let me take one more quick break, and then when we come back, I want to have you talk about some of the specific projects,
Yes, sir.
like here in North Eddy County, that folks need to be aware of. I'm sure you get a call once or twice about fairgrounds, down by the fairgrounds, because that...
We fixed fairgrounds.
You got that fixed. Okay.
We're on top of it,
We're
man.
on top. All right. Good deal. So stick around, folks. We'll be right back. Jason Burns and Fred Beard are with us from the county and the road department. Don't go away.
It's the Valentine's Sweetheart Sale at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Tender crust white slice